It's time to cook with Susan Beck, and today I'm going to make rhubarb muffins. Spring is the perfect time for these muffins when I have fresh rhubarb in my garden, or you could pick it up at a farmer's market. I've already washed the rhubarb and chopped off the ends, so it's ready to be diced for our rhubarb muffins. Here's what you need for today's rhubarb muffin recipe. I've already melted my butter and I'm letting it cool slightly. My eggs have been sitting out for about 10 minutes. By the time I put them in, they should be close to room temperature. That is optional, but it will help the mixture come together and be a little lighter. Today I am using 1 cup whole wheat flour and 1 cup white flour. You could use any combination you like. I'm using 2 teaspoons of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. I'm going to use a 1/3 cup brown sugar and a 1/3 cup white sugar. Now I mentioned that melted butter. It called for a 1/2 cup, but I'm only using a 1/4 cup. I'll replace the other 1/4 cup with applesauce. What a great healthy alternative. You can try that in many recipes. We're going to use some milk to moisten this. Cinnamon, nutmeg, and vanilla are our flavorings, and I love this crystallized sugar on the top. It makes it seem like a muffin from a bakery. And there's the star, the rhubarb. Let's begin by cutting this rhubarb. Now, some of the rhubarb is really wide, so I'm going to cut that horizontally first. That way I get some smaller diced pieces. There we go, it's cut in half, and now it's time to finally cut this. You only need about 1 1/3 cups of rhubarb. Next, we will mix the dry ingredients together. Now, anytime I'm using baking powder, I really like to sift. Just crank the little handle, and it breaks up all the little clumps in the flour and the baking soda and the baking powder. Now, this is optional if you don't have a sifter, but I will say sometimes a little clump of baking powder can have a bit of an aluminum taste, so a sifter eliminates that possibility from happening. We'll add those 2 types of flour, and then we will be ready to sift. Just turn the handle and everything sifts through into a nice fine powder. Next, we'll add the salt, which I did not run through my sifter since I'm using kosher salt and it is too big for the sieve at the bottom. And then we will add our 1/3 cup brown sugar and our 1/3 cup white sugar. Next, we'll add 1/8 teaspoon of nutmeg and a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. Stir that all together. I'm going to set the dry ingredients aside and take another bowl to mix together the wet ingredients. In goes our milk, and we're going to use that applesauce. Again, this is a great way to reduce fat in any muffins or nut breads. Replace half of the butter with some applesauce. We got 2 teaspoons of vanilla. I'm going to break those eggs into a different bowl, as I'm always worried about getting a little shell, and I did get a little today. Let's whisk all those wet ingredients together and get them well incorporated, and be sure the egg is broken up. I've made a little well in the bottom of the dry ingredients, and into that I am going to pour the wet ingredients. Using a whisk or a spatula, lightly stir this together until the flour is just damp. This is the point where you do not want to overmix quick breads or muffins. Now it's time to add the rhubarb and the melted butter. We'll take a spatula and we'll fold this together. Folding just means to go underneath and flip it over. Notice how lightly this is done. We are not beating our batter. I'm going to grease my muffin tins. I find that this makes 6 jumbo muffins and a tray or close to a tray of mini muffins that I can share with my friends at work. I'll fill the muffin cups about 2/3 full. If you were to make regular size muffins, this would make about 12. Note that the baking time will vary based on the size of the muffin. These jumbo muffins will take probably 25 minutes, maybe even 30, where the mini muffins should be done in about 15, and a regular size muffin, 20 minutes. Now, Best thing to do, though, is to use a toothpick. Take the toothpick, stick it inside, and if it comes out with no batter on it, it's ready. The muffins will bake in our preheated 350-degree oven. Let's stick in that toothpick. No batter. These little mini muffins are done. Subscribe to Time to Cook for more great recipes, including muffins and other recipes featuring rhubarb.